Hello, friends. I feel like it's been a while since we've talked. Maybe not on YouTube as far as how I've been posting, but as far as like how life has been going, it feels like it's been a while since I picked up the camera. I am very excited because this vlog is going to be my first kind of like full DIY hosting kind of vlog, which I'm sure you can tell by the title. I'm hosting Galentine's Day. I've, at least since I've lived in Texas, haven't hosted like any kind of event solely by myself at home. I'm really excited to do that. I have a theme kind of picked out already, or at least ideas of a theme. I mean, the theme, of course, is Galentine's Day, but we're doing floral arranging, which, again, if you know me, you know I love flowers, so that's going to be really exciting. But I'm trying to do this on a budget, because there's a lot of things going on in the next like 2-3 months, and we're just trying to be a little bit savvy about it. So probably wondering why I have a blazer on. I just got off work. I've been going back in the office, and now I'm going to start running all the errands and kind of like shopping around at the different stores to see what's out there, how much they are, pricing, and just being like really smart about it. I think in the past I would just go and buy like whatever I liked, and 2025, one of the things we're trying to do is just be more intentional and financially smart. We can do the things, but we don't have to break the bank doing it. So first stop is going to be Dollar Tree and then Party City. I don't know if I'll take you with me inside, just because I didn't bring a purse with me, but two, I kind of want to be like really focused while I'm in there and make sure I don't miss anything. So I'll do kind of like a haul after if I get anything, or just like a recap after, once I'm home. See how this goes. I'll definitely share, I'll put right here like my Pinterest board of what I'm thinking, at least idea wise. The activity is already kind of like laid out, and the girls already know to bring their own, like at least 1 or 2 bouquets of flowers. So like that's also going to help with, one, adding variety, and 2, keeping the cost down, because I know flowers is like the most expensive thing. But as far as like all the other decoration things, I have a Cricut at home. I'm going to be channeling my inner Raven Elise, and yeah, I feel like we can get really creative with this, so I'm really excited. We also have exactly 2 weeks to do this, on top of working and my regular content life and then regular life. So yeah, 2 weeks to do this, but we got it. So I'm gonna go into Dollar Tree now. I'm actually in the parking lot, and Party City is right next door, so that works out. And then based on how that goes, I'm really trying not to go into like Target, because I know if I go into Target, that's gonna be a lot of money. I think I walk into Target and my bank account already screams at me because it's going to be $200 by the time I'm done, and we can't do that. So, starting with Dollar Tree and Party City, and then after that, I think I'm going to look at Five Below on Tuesday morning. I know they're also nearby as well, and we'll see. I've never really shopped at those 2 stores, but going to be interested to see what they have. As anticipated, I did not record while I was inside. I started getting kind of overwhelmed because I feel like there was a lot of things that could match the ideas that I have. So what I did instead, I didn't buy anything. I started writing down the price for all the things that I like. I made a little note in my phone that has, you probably can't see that, everything listed. I think this is going to be really helpful when I go home, either doing it tonight or over the weekend, when I start to map out like exactly what I need. And the biggest thing is like the menu. It's gonna be semi like lunch-ish. So once I have the menu kind of worked out, then I'll know like how many serving dishes I need, if I need any, or like what kind of utensils I need to get for like serveware or like anything like that. I don't want to just buy blindly, because I also don't want to have like a lot of stuff left over. The other thing is, when I looked at some of the more Valentine's Day specific things, they're so cheesy looking. So I don't think I'm going to use anything that's like specific to Valentine's Day, which is why I'm looking around now. Because if there was something, I wanted to be able to get it before it's all sold out. But the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm like, no, absolutely not. So I'm going to be a little bit more creative as far as like the theme goes. But I think now that I have a better idea of like what exists just like normally and then price wise, I can map it out accordingly. And then of course put my Cricut to very good use. So just finished at Dollar Tree, just finished at Party City. Now I'm gonna check out Five Below, and then after that I'll go to Tuesday morning because I think they're not that far from each other. Depending on how that goes, I might check out like Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I think I kind of just want to walk through Marshall's and TJ Maxx, but we'll see what time it is because after that I'm gonna go grab dinner. So stay tuned. It's officially the day before Galentine's, so I just finished putting together my entire plan for tomorrow, and it includes the menu, the activity that we're doing, Spotify playlist for us to use throughout our activity, and my entire shopping list. So now that I have that all put together, instead of me kind of roaming around the stores and potentially getting things that I don't need, I feel like this list is very intentional, and so I'll have a plan of action for when I'm out in the stores. I only hopefully have to make 3 stops. I'm hoping that the stores that I've already mapped out have everything that I need. But if not, I could go to a different location. I just know I have to go to those specific stores for what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take you with me. First stop was a success. I went to Dollar Tree and I ended up spending about $40 total, and that got me, which I'll do a haul once I'm home, but I got all the vases, craft paper, shears, like specifically for flowers, scissors, I got buckets to hold the flowers in, I got an ice bucket for the drinks, and what else did I get? I feel like there's like a bunch of things I'm forgetting now, but getting the bulk of the stuff, at least for the flower arranging, $40, I think. Going to Dollar Tree was definitely in the move, especially for the vases because they were $1.25 each, and it's good quality glass, decent sizes, so I was able to get a little bit extra just in case, you know, either something happens or there's enough flowers to make extra bouquets. So now I'm gonna go to Party City because I wanted to get some plates that look a little bit nicer. I think because I did so well in Dollar Tree, I can spend a little bit more for the plates. I did get cups at Dollar Tree just for like water and stuff, but I already have the glasses at home. I ordered them on Amazon. I think at the end of this, I'll do like a running total of like how much I spent to host a party. Let me know in the comments if that's what you want. I just finished at Party City and I spent $15.13, and I got the plates that I was looking for. I just got plain white ones because some of the other ones I felt like it should have been like more theme related, and I feel like it was starting to get a little mixed matchy. So I went with like white but like more heavy duty kind of plates. They're just like the nicer quality material. And then for some of the balloons that I ordered on Amazon so that they can stick to the wall, I got this like mounting tape thing. So not too bad. We're done with all the things that are for like hosting and the activity per se. Now it's time to go to Trader Joe's so I can do the food shopping and get the flowers, at least the flowers that I'm going to contribute to the overall party. The guests are also bringing their own flowers. That way we can have like the biggest variety possible. But I am gonna at least like buy some flowers for us to have like a starting point. So now on to Trader Joe's. I made it back home after a very successful shopping trip. I only went to the stores that I intended to. I didn't have to go anywhere else, which was very nice. I did show clips along the way. I didn't show any clips of Trader Joe's because, per usual, it was so chaotic in there and I just wanted to get in and get out. So me trying to record and doing all the aesthetic stuff was not gonna happen. So I just focused on just making sure I could get everything that I needed, which kind of worked out because as I was picking things up, I realized that I might have been grabbing a little too much. I only have about 13 or 14 people, including me, that'll be here tomorrow. So I definitely don't want to have like too much food or stuff or whatever. I did get flowers from Trader Joe's, also best place for me to go get that. I got some regular flowers as well as like some filler flowers, so I feel like no one's gonna think of the filler flowers, so I figured I could be the one to provide those. And then getting drinks from Trader Joe's was also the move. So I got 2 bottles of sparkling wine, 2 bottles of regular wine, and then 2 bottles of lemonade, and then of course we'll have water. I did, for one of my friends, get her a non-alcoholic sparkling wine just so that way she can feel a little bit more included in the activities. She's doing 75 hard, so love that for her. But now that I'm back, I just finished doing kind of like the calculation of how much I spent, because I do, for these events and activities, want to get better at just seeing like how much I realistically can spend for what it is I'm trying to do, especially if I want to start hosting a little bit more. But then I think also to give context, I think it's very easy to see all these like really nice events and stuff, even ones that people are hosting at their homes, on social media, but then you don't know what goes into it, especially cost-wise, especially in this economy. So I put together a spreadsheet with everything that I purchased specifically for Galentine's. Of course, there's certain things that I already had either in the house or in the pantry, so that does work out to my advantage just a little bit. I didn't have to like buy everything like starting from zero, but total that I spent for everything is $292.04. I spent $79.89 on flowers or flower related items. So that's the flowers. I got these shears to help with like cutting the stems of the flowers. I got buckets to put the flowers in when everyone brings their own flowers, and the vases that everyone's going to be able to take home with them. Dollar Tree for the win on half of that because everything was $1.25. So I was able to get 15 vases for $1.25 each. So that worked out to be about $18.75. Can't beat that. Then for drinks, like I said, I got 2 bottles of sparkling wine, 2 bottles of regular wine, 2 bottles of sparkling lemonade, and then 1 non-alcoholic wine, and that was $50.93. Then total food, I'm making ziti, focaccia bread, salad, and meatballs, and cupcakes. That was $71.20. Most of it was buying the cheeses and stuff for the ziti and the pasta, and then the meat for the meatballs. Making everything from scratch. Then hosting category, so that's anything for like plates, cups, utensils. $41.13. Food prep items, so that's the, you'll see when I post the videos for the actual event. I got this mold so I can make flour ice cubes to put the wine and everything in. It's gonna be super cute. I'm really excited. So total spent there was $6.23. So it was on the mold, it was on the piping kit thing for the cupcakes so that I can have like the icing look a certain way. Joann's also came in clutch because they were having like a 75% off sale. So look for the discounts, that's the key. And then decor was $30.10, so that's the balloons that I'll have. I got ribbon for the glassware that I have, and Oh, a runner for the table. That's what else I got. And then sales tax, $12.56 total for all of that. So again, grand total being $292.04. So keeping it under 300, I think I did pretty well. As far as what my estimates were, I did go a little over in certain categories. Like I did have about $50 for flowers, but I didn't account for the I didn't account for the vases or the like shears and stuff, but actual flowers I spent $50 on the dot. The vases, I mean, it was a really good price, but just didn't have like a good category for that. Food, I will say, was a little bit more than I was anticipating. I was hoping for it to be closer to the $50 mark, but 71 is still not terrible. Drinks, I will say that one, $50 for drinks for that many people is, I think, really good, especially for it to be alcoholic and non-alcoholic. And then where was the other thing? The hosting stuff, that stuff that I just needed. So not terrible. I think this definitely helps with planning for future events, but then of course being intentional with just making sure for future events, if there's something that I can get now that I can use for the future, like not making things so holiday specific or cheesy. That was one of the things that I tried to do with this. You're not going to see like a lot of hearts or, I don't know, typical Valentine's Day stuff. It's going to be more like the flowers and everything, and then of course color. But besides the balloons, I can reuse everything. I think that's a win.